merrily, both of their spirits would fall. The Damon, too, spent long hours staring through the dim and dark, for sign of Danner's band, yet, like Beierle, merrily would come dejected back to the Werrow headquarters and throw herself into busy work. And secretly in both their hearts they wondered if something had gone awry. Perhaps Danner and the others had been wounded or slain. Or, worse yet, captured by the vile maggot folk. But of these covert fears they said naught to one another, although each knew the hidden dreads harbored in the bosom of the other. Yet late on the third dark day, Danner and his squad came unannounced into the barn. Danner was filled near to bursting with glad news, and he grabbed merrily up and hugged her and dizzily spun her around and set her down a whirl. And then he slapped Beierle on the back.
"Paddy, merrily, I saw my dad. He's alive. He says my mom's fine, too. He and she and a great many other Werrows have got to Eastwood. Folks from Beierle and Midwood, Thimble and Willowdell, and some from Budgeon and Woody Hollow, and Brackenborough, too. They're all making it into a stronghold, like Gildor told that the Waynwood is. Dad's helping organize the resistance. Got his own company of archers. Handlows Rea, they call themselves in the old tongue. Handlows Foxes. They haven't fought yet, but they'll join with us at Brackenborough when we strike."
And Danner and his scouts were drawn inside, and given a warm meal and hot tea, and tears of happiness glistened in Merrily's eyes, for the squad was safe.
"Down along the south rail we went, till we came to the hills around Brackenborough."
Danner paused long enough to fill his pipe with leaf and light it, leaning back to blow a smoke ring or two.
"When the town was due west of us, into the downs we went, cautious as field mice, slipping past the weasel. Imagine our surprise, then, when before we could reach sight of the ruins, another band of Werrows came like smoke out of the bracken to ask us who we were, and what was our mission. When I gave them our names and told them our purpose, they said to follow them. They'd show us what we were up against. Seems that they, too, were spying on the Gahults in Brackenborough. Those 8 buchan had all lived in the borough before the Dimmendark and the Reavers came, but they had fled to the Eastwood, and had formed companies, and had come back to scout out the Gahults, for the Eastwooders are thinking of attack too. Now we came to the hills directly surrounding Brackenborough, and we all slipped down from our ponies and stealthily crept on foot to the crests overlooking the town. It's a ruin, Paddy. All burnt down but for a few buildings. And Gahults swarm all around and sweep in and out like a plague of locusts that comes and goes. There are 1,000 or so of them."
1,000?
interrupted Luth.
"But we've only got 300, 400 Werrows. We can't take on nearly 3 times our number."
"Aye, Luth,"
answered Danner.
"You are right, and that's exactly what I thought at first. But I don't think it will come to that. You see, all 1,000 of the Gahults aren't always at Brackenborough at the same time. While we were there, companies of them rode in and out, and at times there were as many as 800-900. But at other times there were as few as 100. "As few as 100, thought merrily. Just days ago, 100 Gahults would have seemed an invincible force, yet now we think once more to attack 50 of these monstrous Reavers, as we did in Budgeon's. But this time they will not be caught in a high-walled trap."
Merrily's attention was tugged back to the council as Danner spoke on.
"And so we lay belly down on the back slopes of the ridge-tops, and watched the Gahults come and go all that dark day. And as we watched, the Eastwooders spoke of the burning of the borough, and how they and other Werrows had come to the woods, though they'd left many dead behind. And they told how they formed companies out of 600 or so archers, and set about preparing to defend the Eastwood. But one of their captains back in the wood had said as how they ought not only to defend, but also ought to attack if a way could be found to kill Gahults. And oh, by the way, said one of the Eastwooders, as we lay there on the ridge-top, your name is Bramblethorn.